It's the afternoon of Sunday the 17th of November, and as well as taking a look on the tracker to see where the fleet are, we've got a little explanation about VMG and VMC as to why they're so important, and also a very interesting update from Conrad Colman out on the water. If we look at the tracker at 1400 hours CET on Sunday the 17th of November, we can actually see on the leaderboard Sébastien Simon is in the lead with Jean Le Cam second, and then in third place we've got Sam Goodchild. And this is one of the reasons I say don't look too closely at the leaderboard right now. Sébastien Simon is on starboard jibe and pointing directly at Sam Goodchild, yet you've got Sébastien Simon in the lead. And this shows how when you're looking at the next waypoint as your point of reference for the leaderboard, it isn't exactly representative. Talking of that though, it is very interesting when we take a look at this breeze just beneath, just to the south of Jean Le Cam. And so this eastern option could well work for them. We can see that breeze is building. They've just got to navigate their way between the Mauritania forbidden area and the biodiversity protection area around Cape Verde. So when they get into the breeze, they are going to start moving again quite quickly, whereas this group to the west has to get through this light pressure before they can hook into the stronger winds, which will start to take them further southwest. It does seem though that Sam Goodchild is really beginning to pull away on that left-hand side, that western pack. And so that is looking very interesting indeed. And as we said this morning, this group, including Alan Rura, are in very light winds in between the two, neither here nor there. One of the figures we talk about when discussing the Vendée Globe and many other sailing races is VMG, or Velocity Made Good. Now, on the Initiatives GER website, they've got VMC, which is Velocity Made Good on Course. And that shows you what speed you are actually making towards the next waypoint. So we could take a look at, for example, Vulnerable here. And you can see their VMC is 13.9 knots. That means that they are travelling towards the next waypoint, which is the Cape of Good Hope, at 13.9 knots. Whereas if we take a look across here at Sébastien Simon, we can actually see his VMC is minus 1.9 knots. This may seem very counterintuitive that he is going away from where he is supposed to be heading. But what he is trying to do is get into stronger winds. If we take a look, he is very close to the centre of a weather system, and so doesn't have the breeze at the moment, but is just trying to get across into that stronger wind where Sam Goodchild is. And so this VMC figure is extremely useful. And we actually need to take a look at the main tracker. And if we zoom out, and we can see just how far away this waypoint is. There is the Cape of Good Hope right at the bottom. And that is where they are aiming for. And it's the VMC is how quickly they are going towards that point. Here's the update from Conrad Colman after a frustrating night at sea.
It's been a long night. And not a good night if you're a Kiwi, because the All Blacks lost in France. And this is what my night looked like. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, it's a challenge today. I've got 1.9 knots of wind, and it's turning around from all kinds of directions. I guess the sun. So I don't really know what's going on. This was always going to be the painful period of this option, and I was forecasted to have this massive slowdown, but wow, it's painful. It's really painful. Just trying to keep the boat moving in some kind of direction that's slightly positive. So should get better, because it can't get worse.
Thank you for watching today. We'll continue to bring you all the latest from the fleet in the Vendée Globe. Please do subscribe to our channel using the button down here, and take a look at sailworld.com and yachtsandyachting.com.